most relationships are partnerships. If he doesn't have money, I can't be with him. I think disowned her because she falls sometimes into that category. Start stalking you. Hi beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, it's your girl Betty in the house. Welcome to the channel. On this channel we talk about everything nursing, lifestyle, beauty, vlogs, and a couple of other interesting things. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure to click on the subscribe icon down below and smash on the notification bell beside it so you don't miss my subsequent videos. If you're a returning subscriber, you already know you guys have my heart. Thank you for coming back to watch my videos. Today we are going to be, talking. Let us discuss, let us rub minds. Okay, you guys, let us give a standing ovation for this look. First and foremost, I'm feeling it. Let me give you guys a gist. So initially I was filming like a get ready with me kind of video for this look, but the video was just not coming together, so I decided to finish up my look, and then I said, okay, I'm going to sit down and discuss with you guys. So as you can already saw from the title, I am going to be talking about a few things that I feel like makes most relationship not work in the abroad. UK as a case study, because I'm currently in the UK, right? So first and foremost, I feel like most people just generalize when you talk about relationship. Most people just believe that relationship is romantic. Not all relationships are romantic, and you can have a platonic relationship with your friend. You can have, it can just be work colleagues. You can just be acquaintances. It can be family relationship. So let's just not all bother our minds on the facts that relationship can only be romantic and can only be between a man and a woman. I'm going to be talking about any kind of relationship, and what, in my opinion, or what I've seen from the time being in the UK up till this point, that has affected most relationships. So the first reason is that a lot of people are still yet to accept the facts that most relationships are partnerships. I mean, if I don't stand to gain anything from a relationship, or from my acquaintance, or from somebody that I kind of have a connection with, so what's the purpose of the relationship? I think a lot of people need to come to that realization that relationships involves partnerships. If I don't stand to gain anything from my friendship, or if I don't stand to gain anything from the person that I have a connection with, then what's the point of the relationship? So people need to understand that to be in a relationship with someone, I know as bad as it sounds, to be in a relationship with someone, you need to kind of figure out that, okay, where is this relationship going, and what do I stand to gain from this person if I continue to talk to this person, or if I continue to, hang out with this person. Lest I forget, that's why most friendship eventually, grow apart. So take for example, if I am being friends with someone and probably we've been friends for, let's say, over 10 years or so, if I'm not gaining anything from you, I don't understand how the friendship is going to last 10 years. And imagine if the only thing that we ever do is like, hi, how are you doing, what's this, what's that, and we never ever communicate about where our friendship is going, or what we intend doing, or we don't share our plans with each other, or we just don't connect on another level rather than hello, I, and all sorts. Then I don't think that kind of friendship is genuine. And eventually, if maybe one party leaves the country and the other party still stays in the country, I understand that distance also play its own role in most of these relationships, or most of these connections that we have. But aside that, even if distance plays its own role, I think it's totally up to each parties if they still want to continue in that relationship or not. Another important reason is that I feel like because the abroad is such a diverse community, it contains a lot of people from different ethnic backgrounds and different family upbringing, and just different walks of life. It is really difficult to merge the different cultural diversities and amidst people that we connect with on different levels. So let's say I, as an African lady now, let's say I have a friend that is not of the African heritage, and fine, we connect to an extent, but it comes to a time whereby our upbringing or our cultural backgrounds plays its own role in how the relationship will eventually end. So a lot of people don't get to keep that kind of relationship, and I do understand why some people say that. I don't know if you must have heard it before, because it's not something that is new. A lot of people do say that, oh, I cannot date someone out of my race, or I cannot be with someone that is not from my religion or is not from my ethnic background. I think that's one of the major reasons why most relationships break as well. So if you just can't date somebody that is from your ethnic background, how do you expect to be friends with someone that is of different ethnic backgrounds? Sometimes a lot of our cultures clash, and I mean, it's just really difficult. And also parents play a huge role in this as well. So some parents right from childhood always tell their children, oh, you cannot mix with this set of people because of so reasons. And when these children grow up and eventually they have a mind of their own, it's still there somewhere that you just cannot have a relationship with this person. And even though they connect with that person on a different level, but because of what they already have in their subconscious, they just cannot have a genuine connection with that person. So aside all these serious ethnicity or cultural beliefs and everything, individuals, we play a huge role in keeping relationships. So I just don't know how this is entirely different. So back when I was in Nigeria, I used to have time, in quotes, because sometimes I just hang out with my friends. I still have time to visit my friends, go to church and things like that, really. But ever since I moved abroad, is been a kind of struggle, and it takes just a lot of commitment to actually be able to keep up with hanging out with people. So our busy life, our busy work schedule, even though some people are not that busy, I'm not even going to lie, I fall sometimes into that category, even though I'm not busy. The little time that I have to myself, I just want to have it to myself. I don't want to go out, I don't want to do anything else, because come to think of it, you work, maybe your actual work is 4 times a week, and you say, okay, I need a little bit of money because next month I want to travel, next month I want to get this, I want to do that, so I need some extra money, and you have to make that extra money. So you decide to pick up bank shifts or whatnot, and at the end of the week you realize that you eventually worked 5 days a week, so you only have 2 days to rest. And those 2 days, somebody is now calling you, oh babe, let's go to maybe let's go to Wales, or let's go to Scotland for a day, and you're like, count me out, I don't even have time for it. So I believe that our busy life and our work schedule sometimes makes it really difficult to keep up with relationships, especially regarding friendships. So let's say that in this week I am working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and my friend is working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So where is the time? We really can't balance all of these. I know that people be like making friends outside of your own career, but sometimes it's really difficult as well to make friends outside of your own career, except people you meet via social media and you guys take it to another level, or you guys connect on a different level and meet outside of social media. It's really difficult to make friends outside of your own profession. I believe for nurses it's even really difficult, because at the end of the day you realize, okay, I miss this person is also a nurse, this person introduces me to a friend of a friend, and the friend of a friend is also a nurse. So how do you expect me to meet somebody outside of my own career? So it takes extra effort to really meet up with people. And don't even ask me, you're just trying to protect your mental health and be careful of your own, of people you let into your own space as well. People can be weird, honestly. People can be really weird. You see them all nice on social media and then start stalking you and all that. So if you're up for it, social media is a good place to meet people and make long-standing relationships if you guys are able to put in the effort. So let us talk about the financial aspect of why relationships don't work. So I feel this is more common amidst people in romantic relationships. Of course it affects friends as well. Let me put it this way: myself and my friend go out, and you know, it takes a different level of understanding to kind of understand that okay, this person is working as much as I am, and except they tell me that okay, I'm fine to cover the bills, I have to pay them back. Come on. In Nigeria, I think it's totally different. So in a case whereby somebody goes out on a first date, you and a guy go out on a first date, I believe in Nigeria a lot of us think that okay, the guy is the one taking me out, so you should pay. I mean, don't come for me, please. We all have our own, perspective on things. And, you know, even back in Nigeria, some people believe that we should contribute towards paying the bills, except the guy say, okay, I'm fine to handle the bills. You can, you know, you can just chill. But here, you know, this 50-50 kind of mindset, is I don't know, it's just really different. That part is that I believe that some people just get together for the financial aspect of it. So when you take out the money, the relationship is lifeless. There is nothing else holding that relationship together. So a lot of people say, okay, if he doesn't have money, I can't be with him. Fine. I mean, I'm 100 on that as well. Please, if he does not have money, or if there is no foresight about that, count me out, please. Two friends that decide that okay, let us rent this place together, and they know quite well that both of them cannot live together, both of them don't have the same character, both of them don't like the same things, both of them, you know, have just entirely different life. Maybe one is an introvert, the other is an extrovert, and the other does not like noise, and you know, they already know these things. But the fact that okay, we want to save cost and we want to decide to live together, and at the end of the day the relationship will not last, because they are entirely different people with entirely different upbringing, entirely different cultural backgrounds. In such situations, honestly speaking, if I know that okay, this person is my friend and we don't really agree so much on finances and all, I'd rather we don't stay together, and you know, we live separately and we can hang out anytime, any day and all that, rather than jeopardizing our relationship all because of, you know, saving costs. Let's take also the family aspect of this financial reason why relationships don't last. So say a family of 5, and let's say like one of them travel abroad, and the person still has 4 siblings back in Nigeria, and all of them just keep asking for money from this person, and you know, this person cannot even live a life of their own because they believe that the siblings are always asking for so much, and they believe that all the responsibility for the siblings is already on their head, and they can't even live for themselves. So at the end of the day, the person can decide, okay, you know what, I'm not even going to like relive my family again because they are stressing me out, they are putting so much pressure on me just because of money. I know that it sounds like extreme, but I've heard a lot of situations like this, whereby I even saw a video on TikTok some time ago where the lady was crying profusely and was like, the mother I think disowned her because she wasn't catering for the siblings. Meanwhile, she wasn't even doing a job that was really high paying as much. She's paying so much bills abroad, and they are still expecting her to send huge sums of money home. Imagine like 20 people asking for money at the same time, and I have bills to pay and all that. Trust me, that kind of relationship will eventually end, because I don't want to like continue talking to somebody that does not understand my own financial position, and they don't understand what I'm also going through. My 5th reason why relationships abroad don't last is because of stressors. Let me tell you something. There is already a lot of stress abroad. There is already a lot of mental stress. Wonder why people go into depression. Wonder why people just want to be on their own. They don't want to talk to anybody. They just, you know, they just want to be on their own, because there's already enough stress. There's already work stress. There is already mental stress. There's just a lot of things to think about, honestly speaking. When I was in my mother's house, I was not even thinking. Let me just put it that way. And adulthood was yet to kick in. So, I mean, there's already a lot of stress. And if my significant other is not assisting, is not making me happy, is not you know, trying to lift off that stress. We are not trying to lift off that stress from each other. And you know, the only thing that ever comes to your mind is that, okay, when I'm going back home, I'm still going to be stressed. Like, there is always one thing, there's always an argument, there's always one thing or the other to talk about. Honestly, it's just not worth being in that relationship. It's just not worth it, to be honest. At the end of the day, you want to be with somebody who totally understands you, who is able to help you, who is able to assist you with activities of daily living. Imagine going to work and let's say the person is married, and you know, going to work and coming back home, and your partner has been home all day. You're still the one having to think about what to eat, what to prepare. I mean, sometimes it can happen that way, but it's not something that should continue. You guys should be like lending helping hands to each other. And you know, you're still coming back home to think about what to eat, still coming back home. If you're single, you know you're single. But if you're with a partner, you're with somebody, and the person is not assisting you, the person is not helping you out, there's no point being in such relationships. It is toxic, right? It's that relationship is toxic. And that is the way it should be, honestly speaking. Shout out to my friend Betty. I know your head is going to be swelling if you are watching this video, but you know, it's just, you don't have to be married to somebody, or you don't have to be somebody's partner before, you know, you can be able to help each other. My friend and I live like not far from each other, and when I go to work and she's off duty, she texts me, hey babe, what's up, what are you going to eat? And I go over to her place and have dinner. And when I'm at home and she goes to work, you know, I do the same thing and I make dinner. She comes over to my place to have dinner. That's, I mean, we don't have to be married to be able to do things like that for each other. And that is what I mean when I said that relationships sometimes, it's not even sometimes, relationship most times includes partnership. If I don't stand to gain anything from you, I don't see any point of being in a relationship with you. Whew, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please drop your other reasons why you think relationships abroad don't work, and let me know if you agreed with my points. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, also let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.